or notification workflow. We also have approval workflows where users can approve something in the system. Now I'll show you this. I thought I had it working at one point, but it doesn't seem to totally be working on my demo environment, but we'll get up to the point of that. And then we can just show you with that screen. So back into integrations, or integrations. Same CRM workflow. It's the same area here, it's just a different type. So if you would make a new one, I'm sorry, we're going to make it on quotes. So you'd pick quotes here in the entity. And we're going to send out an approval. I'll just open the one that we already made here. Send out an approval when a quote has a discount of greater than 10%. So similar up here in the screen as before, something against the quotes. We have our condition here where the discount of a quote is greater than or equal to 10%, so 0.1, just because that's how it is stored in the system. And our steps. So we would, if making a new one, click the plus sign, and the action would be approval. Previously, we had a notify. So it will be an approval. And we'll open up what we've got here. Here, similar, subject to the email. This quote has a discount of 10% or more. Do you approve? And here we've added in with the @ sign, we've added a link to the approval form, which will take them into Infor so that they can approve or not approve. And then the recipients is a little different with the approval action. So now we can add the people that we want to approve, either again by just my user record here. I think you can also, you could also have one of the account managers in there. But right now we've just picked the two users, me and Lee Hogan. You can have multiple, as many as you want, more or less. And you can either by percentage of approvers or the actual number determine how many have to approve before this is approved. And you can also just include people on the email that can't do anything, but they can see what has happened. And after 14 days, if nobody approves this, it'll just not be approved. So in a quote here, go ahead and make a new quote. We'll add some products. Oh, at some point, I think it was 8.4, update 04 or 8.5, they changed the, if you're associating something, we're not adding a product here, we're just selecting a product and adding it, associating with this opportunity. These aren't plus signs anymore, they're just kind of whatever shape that is. And then this is to remove instead of the minus. If you're actually adding like a new contact or something where you're creating a new record, it's still the plus and minuses. So we have some amount here, so we'll just set the discount to 25%. And this is where it should trigger the email, but for some reason mine hasn't. It's my demo system that occasionally gets some random things happening to it, so I'm not sure what the issue is at the moment. But what you would see is in this workflows area, it should still pop up in a second. It's just not going to send the email out or completely populate the area. And if that doesn't do anything in a second, we'll go back to one of the other ones. There we go. So it's created the workflow. And the current step is that it's been sent for approval. That should be the 2 users here that show up. And then this is Lee Hogan, which is one of those users. Should see that he's got an active workflow in here. So it would show up here. I believe this is the one. Yeah. So the user would get a link to a screen like this where they would go in and either approve. It seems like it's not activating it for some reason. But you would be able to see, who has approved it, who has not done anything yet, who has not approved it. So yeah, that is the screen I'm making for some reason in my environment. That's not presently working, but that's the workflow approval. And then previously was the